Hey guys, we're back. It's a quiet, rainy day in Florida. I'm taking the afternoon off from work because I got family coming into town, so I figured I'll take a quick opportunity and get another video done for everybody. Let's get back into our big long shout out list. Thanking people for supporting this channel and watching the vids. Krebbiest Dream, Schuler Survival and Reviews. Now they've got a channel. I think it's cool. You can go check them out. CRI Swigglemouth, which is another one of those cool names. It's just fun to say. Connor Tilk, Brady Teets, and Stasa23. So thank you guys all for watching the videos, for being part of the discussion in the comments. Really appreciate your support there. We're going to get back into the Douche Canoe Award because we haven't done that in a while. And there are just, you know what? There are some, I don't even know who to choose right now. Like, I wish I could give like a three-way tie, but I don't want to do that. I just don't even know. So listen, today's Douche Canoe Award is gonna go to Nick Davis. Now, if you go and you check out the Knife Box Sucks video again, Nick Davis has posted on the Knife Box Sucks video over and over again, and like seriously, every comment is just stupider than the last. And you know how I respond to stupid trolls. Most of them get the picture after a couple back and forths. This guy just doesn't, like, he's determined to just, I think, and I wrote this to him, I think, honestly, I think he has a bet that he can post the absolute stupidest comment on the internet. And he's trying really hard to do that. So he has posted over and over on that one, and this shit just doesn't even make sense. But I don't know, it's not even fun anymore. It's just like sad. He posted on the a year of Knife of the Month for BattleBox video, just stuff that doesn't make sense on a few different videos. And the kid just keeps going and going and going. I'm really, honestly, I'm starting to feel bad for him. But anyway, Nick Davis gets the Douche Canoe of this video award. I've got someone really special for the next one, too. Let's roll into what we've got today. This is kind of the same of what we normally do, but a little bit different. So I'm looking at something from TacticalGearz today. This is not a company I've had experience with. Guys, I'm on like my 8th cup of coffee because I have not slept yet from last night. Apologies, I'm extra annoying today. Hi, Galley Cat. So I needed another pouch to put onto the bag that I use for work, just to carry some other random stuff. I was looking for a tactical pouch that I could kind of throw on the outside of the pack that I carry back and forth to work. Specifically for, you guys know that, you know, anybody that's like, you know, avid watcher of the channel, I'm here in Florida at a schoolhouse unit on an instructor tour. So we do a lot of our classroom instruction with whiteboards, dry erase boards, using dry erase marker blocks like so, you know, to illustrate tactics and draw up situations on the board and kind of walk students through them before we actually go do the hands-on practical stuff. There's a lot of moments where, you know, I would like to get just quick access to these instructional type things. It'd be great if I had an extra pouch just on the outside of the pack where all this stuff is kind of consolidated and kept in an easy to grab area instead of having to, like, you know, get in there. So that was the original intent, nothing fancy. So I went looking around on Amazon just to see what was available, and there was a lot of really expensive pouches by some of the big gear names. And then I saw this stuff by TacticalGearz, which again, had not heard of. These guys offered a little combo. It was, you know, of course I'm going to put all the information in text. I can't remember the exact price off the top of my head. About $17, $18 for what looked like a decent quality pouch. Field pack that I like to carry to and from work and stuff is OD green, so it matched. But it also came with a small folding knife as part of the package deal. It says it's nested inside if you look on Amazon. So of course, I'm going to put the link to this right in the video description, you know, so you can check it out on Amazon if you're interested. I've had it for a little bit, and I've intended to do kind of an unboxing. It's out of the package because it's from a third-party seller, so I didn't realize it was actually this item when I opened it up. It came in a big padded envelope. But I have not taken it out of this wrapper yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at this pouch with the knife that comes in it from TacticalGearz and see what you get for your, you know, $17, $18. First impressions, the nylon feels pretty rugged. It doesn't, it's that very rough, I shouldn't say rough in a bad way. I mean like that not thin, smooth wiener nylon. It's like a good tactical feeling nylon. So on the outside, this could be for any number of things, a phone, a radio, It's got elastic in it, so it stretches out a little bit. I'm going to assume, obviously, this is for like a mini mag light or something similar. You could easily put a tactical pen in there or anything else you wanted that size, but this doesn't expand. But if you take a look, it's all double stitched. It feels really solid. Like, it doesn't feel like something that's going to come apart. It feels like it's got the same quality construction, and this is, again, just first impression, so we don't know yet, of some of the more expensive pouches that I've seen and I've bought, you know, in my career. So far, I like it, kind of impressed. It's got MOLLE attachment on the back, and, you know, we don't need to rehash what MOLLE is. Everybody knows how that works. Padded. And so this is the slick wiener nylon that I was talking about that I'm glad I didn't see on the outside. So I expect that on the inside. One internal divider there. And you know what? So this, on second thought, might be a little too small for this particular marker block. This is just the one I'm using as an example. You know, different brands, different sizes. So a little too small for these ones. But in general, it's not a bad size. There's padding on the exterior panel, not on the inside though, but it gives you the one divider. And then, oh, there's our nested knife. We'll take a look at it in a minute. And then you've got padding on the rear panel again, and one divider pocket there. So overall, the pouch, I mean, it's a standard pouch. It's, I think, a good size. I'm pretty sure this will do for what I want it to do. I can put a set of markers there, I can put some templates, I can put a range ring maker, I can put, you know, some quick reference sheets in there, small stuff that I want to have quick access to. Now, I could easily also see this being used for, I mean, it wouldn't be ideal for a first aid kit because it doesn't open all the way, but first aid, or just, you know, survival kit, just a little tool set, all sorts of stuff. This is a pretty good pouch. I really like the construction. It's got some good heavyweight zippers there. They're not very quiet, but steel zippers and plastic teeth. Now, a pouch like this alone could run you about $17, so that's a pretty good deal. Don't remember, you know, and again, I'll have put this in the text, if you made in the USA, made in China. I think it's probably made in China. Not 100% sure on that. And it does come in some other colors. Again, I like OD green, general purpose, good color. Let's take a look at the knife. So, TacticalGearz. Alright, this is, so this pouch I'm not thrilled with. This is, I don't know what material this is, if it's nylon, it's weird. Can you see the texture on that? It's just a weird feel. You know what it feels like one of those paper gowns, like something disposable. I'm not saying it's made disposable, okay, it's just first impressions, how it looks, how it feels. I guess is there like plastic inside there? I don't know. So this knife is 440C all the way through. So blade, liner, scales, everything about it. It has that, you know how I like to smell stuff, guys. That military metal smell. If you've been around military gear, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, it smells like old metal. I'm not sure how to describe it. We're not going to judge it too harshly because, you know, $17 for all this together. But centering is way off. I mean, just looking at it from right now. And here's the thing. It's not off in the way that, like, if it had too strong a detent, where it would be pushing it towards the scale side. It's completely off to the lock side, which is interesting. In terms of the rest of the fit and finish, you know, if we want to be super critical, little mismatching there on the pieces, but I'm not expecting like a really high-end product here, and we didn't pay for it either, so there's not really high expectations for this to let us down on. It's, you know, I'm almost considering it a free knife. It does have a spring assist, and it's a pretty effective spring assist. Easy detent to break and overcome there. It actually takes real little effort to open this thing up. I do kind of like the darkened stonewash finish. I think that's a nice, aesthetic touch there. Just from a pure looks perspective, I dig the blade shape. That's kind of cool. Tanto with a recurve there, decent blade thickness. And I've always said, and I'll say again, I think 440C is a decent blade steel. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not, a high-end kind of deal. And there you can see 440 stainless, made in China. Doesn't feel as heavy as you would expect for an all-steel knife. It's very similar to some of the newer Kershaws, the Hinderer-Kershaw collaborations. The Thermite is one. I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. The Cryo 2. Very similar kind of look in terms of finish and feel, but it's not a copy of any of those. It definitely looks like, an original design compared to those. You can see inside there plastic washers. And if we look at the lockup on the frame lock there, decent. Very, very kind of thin lock there, but decent. Again, for what is essentially a free knife. I could hear it a little bit. Let's see if you can hear it. When it closes, it just rattles against that side just a little bit. I don't know if you could hear that, but it just... I'm not comfortable at all with how close that is. I'll probably take it apart later and see if there's anything that I can do to fix that. You know what, though? For the price, not a bad knife at all. I've certainly seen worse. I believe from the feel and the look and the action and everything, still better than an M-Tech aluminum monstrosity, in my opinion. Let's see how that edge comes out of the package. Slowly growing some arm hair back. So not quite. Actually, yeah, it's shaving. See the spot? So it shaves, which is cool. I mean, it's well honed. It's not hard to do with 440C, so I would expect as such. Somebody suggested that I use some different kinds of papers besides my standard white printer paper for the the paper test, and I think that's a totally valid comment. Great idea. This is a much flimsier graph paper. It is much thinner than the standard printer paper. So I don't know if this is a fair knife to begin this kind of test with, but let's see. It's actually not bad. It's kind of, because there's so little cutting surface that's not serrated, the only trouble I'm having is not necessarily with the sharpness of the blade, it's just getting enough of that blade to do a full cut down the paper there. When you actually get the cutting surface on the paper, it slices really, really nicely. It's just there's not a whole lot of it. I would prefer a complete non-serrated blade myself. Let's try the tip. Forward edge. Kind of the tip of the Tanto, not as well sharpened, or I'm just having trouble controlling the tip of it there. There you go. So that was my bad completely. I am not gonna kind of turn my nose up at this knife. Some production issues aside, this is a decent piece of hardware, especially if, let's say, you don't have the money for a fancier one. Especially if you're just looking for, an extra or a backup, like I'm always saying, something in an emergency kit or a glove compartment. Decent knife. Now, TacticalGearz also makes a whole separate knife line, which I really haven't looked into, but I might. This is not bad. So I'll tell you what, since I bought this one mainly for the pouch itself, and the knife was just sort of, an extra, this is 100% going to be a giveaway in the next giveaway bunch. So one of you guys watching the channel can expect to have this knife. I'm going to do everything I can to try to fix this centering issue before we do the giveaway, because I'd like to, send you guys if not a perfect piece of hardware, as close as we can get it. And it doesn't look like it'd be that hard to fix it. I just got to figure out where the issue is. So overall, TacticalGearz, not bad. I mean, for the money, at least. I mean, if nothing else. $17, $18 for high-quality pouch and a decent quality knife? Absolutely, thumbs up. I like it. I'm interested now in kind of checking out what else TacticalGearz has to offer. So we might see one of those videos in the near future. Giveaway prize from the 5,000 sub giveaway. I was relying on somebody else. It's a weird situation here where I live in. I live in a little town in the Panhandle on the coast. We don't have our own post office. Post office is like literally 20 miles away. Someone was supposed to mail those things out for me while I was doing a lot of stuff, and apparently they never got sent out. And, you know, I figured that out because one of the winners was in contact with me and helped me figure out that it just... Anyway, I got in touch with the dude who was supposed to send it, took the money to send everything, and never sent anything out with a... Not even a good excuse. Not even like really an excuse, more of a just a, oh yeah, I didn't do that. So, apologize, guys. All of you can expect tracking number emails from me this weekend. I'm just going to have to find the time. If you have submitted an idea, or you've requested a shout out and I've told you it's on the list, you're on the list. Both of those lists are long, so I'm working through them slowly. I promise I'm not ignoring anybody. It's just going to take me a long time to work through all that stuff and get it all done. So thanks as always, guys. I really appreciate you, all your support, watching the videos, giving me great new ideas, and, you know, having good, intelligent conversations inside the comments. It's my favorite part of this whole channel, is meeting people and talking to you guys and, you know, discussing stuff. So you're awesome, and I will be back again real soon.